What is the clinch technique? Clinch technique occurs when both contestants or fighters are on their feet using different holds, zero-distance fighting, applied to the opponent's upper body. During the clinch, the position of the warrior's hands is extremely important. That is, the goal is to keep the elbows together and build a tighter grip. Clinch work is usually used to defend against throws or as a platform for throwing an opponent to the ground in order to continue the submission hold in a preferred position. Whereas during the clinch are usually used knees, elbows, and fists. The clinch is used in full contact sports such as Russian Combat Sambo, Muay Thai, Judo, and mixed martial arts. The nature of the fight in the clinch depends on the rules used in the various sports. For that matter, Thai boxing places a lot of emphasis on clinches and Judo on throws. Whereas in Russian Sambo you can combine punches and throws similarly to mixed martial arts. What is the throwing technique in wrestling and in other close fight disciplines? The meaning of the throw, in wrestling and other related disciplines, is to transfer the opponent from a standing position to a prone position. Whereas the throwing technique is designed to allow the fighter to unbalance the opponent and forcefully maneuver them to the ground. On the ground, the rules of fighting differ, and even a relatively small but experienced person can defeat a large and physically strong opponent who is unfamiliar with on-the-ground fighting techniques. What are on-the-ground submission techniques? There are usually two types of submission techniques, those designed to choke the opponent on the ground, and those that are designed to cause injury through joint locks. In a sports confrontation, the contestant is more likely to give in up verbally or tap on the opponent and admit defeat when he will be caught on a submission drill and unable to avoid it. Participants who refuse to surrender risk losing consciousness or serious injury. Note, in the struggle for life, one cannot give up. Rather, it is necessary to familiarize yourself with techniques that allow you to get out of various kinds of joint locks and suffocations or not bring them to them by preventive actions lying down. A properly applied chokehold will prevent blood flow to the brain and result in unconsciousness within about 4 to 10 seconds. If the exercise is continued, it is dangerous for the opponent's life. Joint locks are not the preferred method of attacking an enemy, as they do not completely incapacitate an opponent. Joint locks cause great pain and can secure obedience from the enemy. This makes them particularly useful in controlling opponents during crowd control activities or when someone is clearly threatening. Complete blockage of the joint can result in a fracture with more force than is required to subdue the opponent. According to Mark Fieseler, 6th Dan in Israeli Krav-Maga, it must be taken into account that most battles end on the ground. Dear friends, thank you for listening. If you liked our video, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell below to get an update on our new posts.